You have always felt different. Not special, not better, just different. Like everyone else received a manual for how to exist, and yours never arrived. You overthink everything. You feel too much. You see through people instantly, and you have spent your entire life wondering what is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Every single thing you thought was a flaw is actually evidence of something else entirely. These are the 12 psychological traits of extremely high IQ people. By the end, you will finally have words for what you have always known. Your brain doesn't receive information, it dissects it. Every word, every pause, every implication behind the implication. This is hyperconnective thinking. High IQ brains have more neural pathways firing simultaneously. Your overthinking isn't anxiety, it's architecture. And then there's the isolation. You've sat in rooms full of people and felt completely alone. Not because you're broken, because you process the world at a frequency most people never reach. You question everything: rules, authority, conventional wisdom, not to rebel, but because your brain automatically asks why. This is epistemic curiosity, the compulsive need to verify rather than accept. It makes you exhausting in meetings. And then the inner monologue. The conversation inside your head never stops. Your brain's idle state is most people's full capacity. Rest for you looks like torture to everyone else. You see how things should be in perfect clarity, and then you see how they are. The gap between those two things is where your suffering lives. Your standards are calibrated to your perception, and your perception is calibrated higher than most. You're not a perfectionist because you're difficult. You're a perfectionist because you can see what everyone else cannot, and you absorb what they feel without their permission. You walk into a room and you know immediately who is lying, who is performing, who is barely holding it together. High IQ correlates with heightened mirror neuron activity. You don't just understand emotions, you simulate them internally. And small talk. Your brain is literally not rewarded by surface conversation. You don't hate people. You hate wasted depth. That is not antisocial. That is calibration. Two options. Simple choice. But your brain doesn't see two options. It sees 47, with cascading consequences, with variables nobody else considered. You are not indecisive. You are running calculations. Others never started. And understanding. You cannot encounter a mystery and let it go. The dopamine loop in high IQ brains is triggered not by reward, but by understanding. The fake laugh, the rehearsed answer, the performance behind the smile. You see it in seconds. High IQ individuals process microexpressions and linguistic inconsistencies below conscious thought. You're not suspicious, you're accurate, and then explaining your mind to others. You see it perfectly inside your head, but the translation always loses something. You are not bad at communicating. The bridge just isn't long enough. A constant awareness of how vast everything is, how short everything is, how much could be done, and how little time exists to do it. The more clearly a mind sees reality, the heavier reality becomes. Now here is what nobody tells the extremely intelligent. Every single trait on this list, the overthinking, the isolation, the perfectionism, the weight, they are not separate problems. They are one thing. A mind built to operate at a level the world wasn't designed for. You were never broken. You were just running software on hardware nobody gave you instructions for. The question was never what is wrong with you. The question was always, what are you going to do with a mind like this? Which trait recognized you? Tell me in the comments. Someone out there has been waiting their entire life to read this list and finally exhale. Every story is a mirror.